class, this is your instructor Megan, and in this video I'm going to show you how to think about what you need your Animate program to do. So I'm kind of sketching out what this interface looks like, but I'm only going to use one country as an example, and you can do the rest based on this. So here's what we need. Everything that needs to have code be considered by the code, everything that is interactive, that moves or changes on this screen is orange. And let's give everything names. So let's say this is USA underscore bars, and this is USA underscore toggle. And this is USA underscore toggle 2. There we go. That's what we need to have on the stage for the USA portion of the interactive. And now let's think about the logic. What needs to happen? We need to do a few different things. We need to listen for this, and we need to listen for this to be clicked. So we're not just listening, but we're specifically listening for click, right? And then what happens when it gets clicked? What do we need to happen? Well, the toggle should hide the bars, and it should show toggle 2. But it also should hide itself. Why? Well, this toggle hides the bars. If you click it and hide the bars, you don't need to hide the bars again. They're already hidden. So we need it to hide itself also. And then we need toggle 2 to pop up because toggle 2 is going to do something different. It's going to do the opposite. It's going to show the bars. This is why we need two different buttons. One hides, the other shows. If one only hides, when you click it and hide the bars, how do you bring the bars back? There's no way to do it. So you need a second button to do that. So we need the second button to show the bars, to hide itself, because once you've shown the bars, you don't need to show it again, and then to show toggle. So these are the actions we need to code into our coding environment. Is there anything else that we need to happen? Well, when the page loads, do we want the bars and both buttons to be visible? No, we do not. So the default is for everything to be visible, but that's not what we want. We don't want toggle 2 to exist when the page loads, because toggle 2 shows the bars. When the page loads, the bars are already being shown, so that makes no sense to have a button that shows the bars if the bars are already there. So on page load, we also need to hide toggle 2. So that's everything you need for your code. You need these listeners, and you need the functions for what happens if the click that's being listened for occurs. You also need some instructions for when the page loads, what to hide. And this is sort of a schematic of all the different pieces of code that you need. Now, you're not going to write it the way I wrote it. You're not going to write listen for click, hide bars, show toggle 2, hide self. You're going to use the JavaScript suggested to you in Animate, which looks something like this, period. So let's do it for this one. This, what is it, toggle 2, visible equals false. That's how you say to hide, right? You don't use the word hide, you use this structure. So here's the schematic of everything you need the interactive to do. You just need to write the correct language for it, the correct lines of code. So you can pretty much see how many lines of code you have. This is a line, this is a line, this is a line, this is one, and you're going to have a couple other things too, like you're going to need to give this a function name, so you're going to have a line for that. But this is going to help you understand what needs to happen in this interactive, and by making a schematic, we start to understand what kind of code we need. So it's just writing our logic out so we know how to then incorporate it. We know what lines of code we need in the final product. So I hope that was helpful, and I will see your finished products on Tuesday.